Hey everyone, welcome back to the studio. And today I'm here with a brand new video for you guys. We are doing the bonus episode of our podcast. We're going to be doing a Wimpy Kid personality test. We have two different websites we're going to be doing, and this is going to be a lot of fun. So, Akshay, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, so we've been doing like more of this like fun summer stuff, and hopefully we'll eventually do the movies, but that is just a lot of work just to go back and like watch them and really get your like thoughts on them. And for now, just because I just thought we would do something fun, kind of like low key, just for something fun.
Yeah, yeah. So we're taking two personality tests,
Mhm.
one from Beano and one from Buzzfeed.
Yeah, we'll definitely link them down below so you can go take them yourself.
Yep.
Okay, so. Um, we're going to start the Beano one. These questions are more detailed, and there's 10 of them. Okay. So here we go. Question number one. What's your sense of humor like?
So for me, so the four answer choices are, I'm sure everyone thinks I'm hilarious. The second one is it's in the poo and wee genre of comedy, probably. The third one, which I chose, is a bit daft, and the fourth answer choice is I'm too busy playing drums for loaded diaper.
Yeah, there's like, they cover all types of humor here. Like, I mean, there's like, I don't remember which book it's in. I think it's like in Roderick Rules where they like do like the doggy dropped it joke. I forget which book
Yeah,
it's.
yeah, a doggy drop or something like that.
Yeah. But I think just going with the simple one is probably the best here. So yeah, I would agree with you a bit, Daft, because um, I don't think um, there's not. I don't know. I think that one's probably just the best option, honestly. Okay,
Yeah.
you can go ahead.
So the second question is asking how often do you get in trouble? So then the choices are all the time, and the one I chose, which is hardly ever compared to Greg, never, and I'm too busy getting Greg into trouble.
Yeah. I mean, Greg just doesn't make the best decisions, so he does get in trouble a lot. And of course, if you're a middle child, like I get that, like older brother, younger brother, like you really have like the least amount of I mean, you really don't get senior. I mean, you do more than like Greg would get more than Manny, but he doesn't think that way. Like if like something big happened, like he would get more stuff, of course. But
Yeah.
um, I'm gonna say I would agree with you on the hardly ever compared to Greg because Greg just does get in trouble a lot. I mean, he's the middle child, so
Yeah, and
okay,
it's not like we never get in trouble. So
yeah, everyone. Eh, I mean, you're just weird. Like if you never get in trouble, you're not human.
yeah.
Okay. Number three. Says pick a cake. Choices are chocolate. Just give me all the cake. Doesn't matter as long as there's lots of icing, which is the one I chose, and then a big creamy cake so I could push my brother's face into it.
And on this one, I actually chose just give me all the cake. So it was actually kind of a hard question for me. I wasn't sure if it was for icing or for cake, but I think it's for cake because icing you can put any flavor on it actually. So it's more about the cake, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't get cake that often just because unless there's birthdays, like it's not like a something you just like get like as a snack.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think if you get good icing, I think a cake can be really good. But if you, it's good to experiment. I think too. But I think the good thing about icing is that if you have like a cake that's like carrot cake or something like that, and it's like or lemon cake, the icing kind of like can cover it up pretty good, in my opinion.
yeah. So in certain scenarios, I would say icing is better, but in my opinion, in most scenarios, I would say cake is better. So for the fourth question, it's asking, are you laid back? So the four answer choices, not at all. I'm quite demanding. I'm cute as a cucumber. And the fourth one, which I chose, I suppose so.
Yeah, you think about it. You think about like what Greg would be, but like because Greg's probably like right in the middle, but he is pretty demanding.
Yeah,
Like, um, but I would agree with you. I suppose so because normally you just don't think that you're laid back. You either are or you're not. So, but most people do tend to be like in some way or another. But I would agree with you. Yeah, I suppose so. Okay.
yeah.
Number five. This one seems to be everyone should kind of have the same opinion, but whatever. What's your favorite thing about school? The holidays, all those awesome naps, drawing and painting, and hanging out with Greg. I just had to choose the holidays because it's just something I just really personally look forward to.
Yeah, and I also chose the holidays because, as Michael said, it's something to look forward to. And when you're in school, right, and you have your daily routine of getting homework and studying and all that stuff, you look forward to a time where a certain period of time where you can relax. So it would have to be the holidays for me.
Yeah, I think it's just a given. I mean, certain parts about school can be sort of fun, but the holidays just beat anything.
Yeah,
Did it show up on yours like a totally random question about
yeah,
social
it did.
media?
It did.
Yeah, it's like, which of these do you have your own account or profile for?
Yeah, yeah. It came in for me too. And if you guys, and just a note for you guys, that survey right there, it's for people to collect data about you. So I would say just don't complete that. So if you actually go in the description and take this test, I would say skip that question.
Yeah, I would agree with you because um, all these websites do, a lot of these websites, they just collect data if you put anything personal in.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of unfortunate because it can just lead to bad things. But yeah, I would suggest skip this question. Although, I mean, I guess it is the idea of having like a totally random question can be fun, but probably better ones than that, honestly.
Yeah. So for the sixth question, it's what's the first thing people notice about you? So this was actually one the hardest question um on this test for both of us, I would say. So
Mhm.
the first answer was my general awesomeness, I reckon. The second one was how cute I am. The third one was my chompers, and the fourth one was my drumsticks. So I wasn't sure which one to choose, so I just chose my general awesomeness because I had no idea.
Yeah, this one, like, I feel like no one, hardly any people actually fit into really any of these categories.
Yeah,
Honestly, like these are like really specific and like yeah, like, these categories just aren't, they're not that common to fall in. I just chose drumsticks just for no reason because it just, you know, couldn't really think of something for that one. It's definitely like a very personal question, but just kind of weird in my opinion.
yeah, agreed.
Okay, so the next question, number seven, is what's your favorite TV show? Um, See, I prefer playing video games, literally any cartoon. I prefer planning pranks for my brother and friends, and I chose literally any cartoon. What about you?
So I prefer playing video games. So I actually don't play video games, but it was the closest answer to what I do. I don't really watch TV, and I'm mostly on like YouTube or some online media rather than TV shows. I mean, I still do watch TV sometimes, but not as much as I used to.
Yeah, you think about it with all of these, this is like there's like one like would be kid answer in here. And this one is like I prefer playing pranks for my brother. Like it has
Yeah,
nothing to do with TV shows, but you could just tell that that's would be kid. Um,
yeah,
Although I feel like Greg's pranks on Roderick always fail, but
yeah. Roderick ranks on Greg's. I think that question was more that answer choice was more directed towards Roderick's pranks on Greg.
hmm yeah, because if Greg would try to do a prank on Roderick, I just know he would fail. I mean, Roderick's like, I don't know how much older than him, but he just has a lot more advantage because he's older to like pull off a good prank. And I don't even, I doubt Greg and Rally could beat that, honestly.
Yeah. So for the eighth question, it asked, "What is the best thing to eat for breakfast?" So the answer choices were a big bowl of cereal, chocolate spread on anything, a Pop Tart, or lots of toast. So I chose a big bowl of cereal, because that's what I would prefer most on here. I would say second most would be toast. Um, and I've never even had Pop Tarts, so I don't know how they are. And chocolate spread on anything just sounds unhealthy. So
I mean, for breakfast, like,
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
also that.
I guess like Nutella or something, like putting it
Yeah,
on.
like Nutella is fine, but like I don't know if they meant Nutella and they're not just saying it Nutella for, like for the brand or something.
Mhm.
But I am not sure, so I just chose cereal.
I feel like that's like the Wimpy Kid one that like Greg would like have like chocolate spread on something for breakfast or
Yeah.
something. Um, no, I gotta say Pop Tart. They're just easy to grab. I mean, there's like different flavors, but the best one's probably like brown sugar, cinnamon. Um, but yeah, they're just easy to grab and go. And yeah, okay. Number nine. What do you like to read? Comics, comics, comics. I prefer people to read me stories, adventure novels, which I chose, and stories of heavy metal bands.
I chose I prefer people to read me stories because really besides Diary of a Big Kid, I'm really not that much of a book reader. I don't read books pretty much, and even with even with Diary of a Big Kid books, right? Like I read them a few times and I still I read them, but other books I really don't read much. So I chose I prefer people to read me stories because I would say I listen to audiobooks more than I actually read books. It's just easier for me.
Yeah. Adventure novels. I just chose that because I like Percy Jackson. I like pretty much like Harry Potter. I like those kind of things that like get you excited for what's to come and like the mystery part of it. But I feel like, of course, stories of heavy metal bands is for Roderick, and comics, comics, comics could be for Greg or Raleigh. But you could definitely tell that like most people, I mean, maybe, but like most people, I don't think would like study that. And of course, if Roderick was given the choice, he would automatically go with like what he enjoys. I mean, you could tell that he's definitely wouldn't be a reader.
Yeah, yeah. So for the tenth and final question, it asks you what sport do you like to play. So the four choices are: I'm not exactly sporty, so FIFA in the living room. A second choice is running around in circles and falling over. American football, and then basketball. So I chose I'm not exactly sporty because I mean I do play football and basketball a bit, but not seriously. And I'm still learning some sports, so I'm not that sporty yet. But again, I don't play FIFA in the living room, but uh, I just chose I'm not exactly sporty, so
Yeah, I'm not necessarily that sporty either. I mean, I do some school sports, but most of them I think is like I learn like stuff for fun just to play with other people so I know how to play it,
yeah,
like
yeah,
tennis
I
or
agree.
golf or whatever. Um, but I just chose running around in circles and falling over because I don't do that, but I just chose that. Although I feel like that's like, I mean, Greg is obviously FIFA in the living room, or and I feel like Rally or Manny or something is like the running around in circles and falling over.
Yeah, true. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
more goody two shoes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up. Okay, so what was your results for this one?
So it says you are Greg Heffley. You love drawing comics and playing video games, but tend to think of yourself before anyone else. So I think I got the video games part wrong, and I don't know how I got think about yourself before. Oh, I think I got that from the general awesomeness. But that was a weird question though. So
Yeah, I'm pulling up my results now because let's see. Yeah, I got Rally and it says you're Greg's best friend. You're kind, a bit clumsy, and often get Greg in trouble without realizing it. So whatever. Of course
Yeah.
we of course we got Greg and Rally. I don't even know what the other options are. Like
I'm
Roderick.
pretty sure if you chose, I'm pretty sure if you chose like the heavy metal band and the pranks, you would get Roderick.
Yeah, I don't know if like Greg's parents are on here or like I don't know like how far these things go, although you're I feel like there's not a big chance you're gonna end up getting those considering I don't Greg's parents aren't necessarily the most likable, so
Yeah, yeah.
okay. I'm gonna pull up the BuzzFeed quiz, and these are much more simple. You can say, let's see here.
Yeah, so this one is it's more simple and it has less questions. This one has 6 questions compared to the 10 on the Beano quiz.
hmm Okay, so you can go ahead and go first and read the first one.
Yeah, let me just go up the first question. So the first question was pick a snack. So the options were corn dogs, pretzels, ice cream, cheese, apple, or smoothie. So I chose ice cream.
Yeah, I chose pretzels because I mean I feel like a lot of those not all of those are snacks, honestly, or like snacks I would enjoy. So I just chose pretzels because those are kind of like my comfort food. Okay, pulling up. Okay, so the next game, and I don't have the answer choices here. You might have them, but the next one's a game to play.
So the game to play, then the choices are musical chairs, twisted wizard, Scrabble, Magic and Monsters, I Love You Because, and Tag. So I chose Tag.
Yeah, just no, I don't play it. I don't. I mean, apparently tag is a lot more violent in high school than like elementary, of course, or the version of tag that you would want to play if you would want to play it. But I just went ahead
I'm
and
not in
chose.
high school, so I don't know yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So for the third question, uh, choose something to watch. So the answer choices are The Wizard of Oz, Ridiculousness, Rally's Home Movies, I'd Rather Read, The Foot, and Gilmore Girls. So I'd rather read. In the first quiz, I already said that I'm not really a reader. And then The Wizard of Oz, Ridiculousness, The Foot, and Gilmore Girls. I'm not really like I've watched some of these, but I would say Rally's Home Movies because it's at least something I would have a bigger connection to, and I would know what I was seeing
Yeah.
compared to the other ones.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would. Not necessarily sure if I would trust Rally's full movies. I don't know. Like I don't. I have no idea what would be in them. But I just chose Gilmore Girls. Never really got into it, but my mom says I would probably enjoy it. Although I don't know. It's just one of those type of shows that it it's very different than Rally's full movies. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for the next question, it says pick a color: yellow, black, green, red, purple, and blue. So I chose green.
Yeah. Blue. This one we don't really need to explain it.
Yeah. Uh, pick a book you would like to read. Um, Charlotte's Web, The Hobbit, Greg Hemphley Alive, Sudoku Infinity, Little Women, and The Princess Diaries. And so I chose Greg Hemphley Alive because this is again about Wimpy Kid. So we're trying to get related to Wimpy Kid here.
Yeah. I mean, you think about like if you chose Charlotte's Web, like which character would that be? I don't know. Like
Yeah.
Patty Farrell or something. Uh,
I don't think anyone would have not chosen Greg Hemphley Alive, but
yes.
but I might be wrong.
I mean, it's a Wimpy Kid quiz, and Greg Heffley Alive is Wimpy Kid. So,
Yeah. Okay, and for the last question, it's just pick an instrument: harmonica, piano, clarinet, French horn, drums, and flute. So I chose piano.
yeah. I think um, I don't, there's no, I mean, there's not nothing much to say about that. I've always kind of been into piano. So,
Yeah,
okay. So, what did you get on this
I
quiz?
got Greg. I got Greg again.
I got Greg again. I
Okay,
just,
so you got Raleigh on the first one and Greg on the second one.
yeah. And you got Greg on both. So, I don't know if I don't know how accurate these quizzes are. I mean, but we'll just trust them for now, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
and again, you don't really need a quiz to determine what character you are. I think you should know that yourself. but these are just for fun that we're doing. So
Yeah. You shouldn't need a quiz, but oh well. Okay, so we're
yeah,
gonna get off of here. I'm trying to think.
yeah,
So no other Wimpy news has been announced. There's nothing to talk about. If something does happen to, like, if they announce like a release date for
a
a
movie.
TV show, which
Yeah,
not TV, the animated movie on Disney Plus, they announce something about that. Maybe we'll come on here and do something. But for a while, I'm not sure what we'll end up doing. I mean, we've talked about doing the movies, but that just takes a lot of time to watch and get our thoughts together. But eventually, we'll come back with something, just nothing playing right away yet. So, yeah,
yeah.
thanks for joining me. You can follow Akshay's channel at Rails on Fun. I'll put in the link below. So, yeah, anything else you want to say before we close?
No, not really.
Okay, well, thanks for watching. And we'll leave the links to the personality test down below so you can take them yourself. So, anyways, thanks for watching and bye.
Bye.